What's up YouTube, Dal here from Zephyr War Games, and this morning, very nice and early, we got some brand new cards for the entire Albaz Lore. Now, these cards are actually really cool, both artwork and effect wise, that I thought I'd have to do a video for you guys. So, with all of that out of the way, please smash that like button, hit that notification bell, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more news drops like this. So you start off with the first artwork that you can see, and this is actually called the Bystial Aluba, or for us in the TCG will be the Bystial Aluba. Actually really cool artwork. So I'll stay on the bigger artwork at the top, as you can see, but it's obviously got, it just looks so cool. It's like Aluba just Jade chilling on this throne, and then obviously it's partway through a transformation into a Bystial because he's got these horns going through and everything, but looks awesome. So there's a level 4 Dark Dragon Tuner effect monster. So this is very important for the synchros that's already been revealed for the Bystials as well. Standard Aluba attack and defense of 1800 and 0. You can only use the second effect to this card's name once per turn. This card's name becomes Fallen of Albaz while on the field or in the graveyard. If it is normal or specialed, you can discard one card, then target a dragon monster your opponent controls or in their graveyard and activate one of these effects. You send this card to the graveyard, and if you do, you take control of the monster on the field until the end phase. Or you send it to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon the monster from the graveyard to your field. So it's like quite like Fallen of Albaz. It's like a discard and then Snatch Steal, or a discard, well, Change Your Heart, and a discard and Monster Reborn. So it's really kind of cool. 2 limited cards in one that's not limited. And then you've got Fallen of Argos. Now, Argos is actually like a Splite monster, and so I'm trying to figure it out, because it looks like it's a Splite monster, Splite purple, and then you got blue in the background, you got red as well. So that's really kind of cool. So it's a level 2 Dark Thunder effect monster, obviously fits them perfectly. You can only special summon with the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can only use the third of this card's name once per turn, but obviously the second effect is unlimited, but the second effect is basically a continuous effect anyway. So if there is a level, rank, or link 2 monster on the field, you get to special summon this card from the hand to either field. The link monster that points to this card cannot activate their effect. And during your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can target one XYZ monster on the field, detach up to 2 materials from it. So obviously this is, ironically, it's actually a very good counter to, less so to Kashtira's, because I think, like, apart from Darkest Diablos, but it still kind of does have a counter to them. The fact that during your opponent's turn you can just detach their XYZ materials for them is pretty funny. But it's basically a general counter to Sprites itself, because you can put it to a zone that Elf points to and then Elf can't activate its effects. And then obviously you can detach the materials from Gigantic as well. So it's kind of an interesting card. And then we've got the Ice Jade. So we've got a brand new Ice Jade. This card's actually insanely good. So Ice Jade Argarine Ran. It's a level 7 water Aqua Tuner effect monster. 15 attack, 2500 defense. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can discard one other Ice Jade card or a water monster to special summon this card from the hand. Then you can special summon one Ice Jade token, Aqua Water level 3. And then while that token is in the monster zone, the player who summoned it cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except water. This card's name becomes Ice Jade Cenote Eon Cradle while it is equipped with an equip spell. Now, I haven't really seen most of the Ice Jade. I think they have one synchro. But I was trying to feel if this would work in Sword Soul, because it's kind of really cool. You could, obviously not as consistent, but you could discard a Moyi and you've got like a level 10 synchro. But I'm not too sure what great like water level 10s there are, because obviously Barons are wind. So it'll be interesting to see what this can make. I believe Chenying, yeah, so the Sovereign is a level 10. So this is actually a quick turbo out for the level 10, which is insane. And then the penultimate one, this one's really kind of cool as well. So Guiding Quem the Victorious. So this is basically like another dark version of Ecclesia. It's a light level 4 spellcaster tuner effect monster, 15 attack, 15 defense, and it's always treated as a Dogmatika and Despia card. So that's really interesting. I'm pretty sure you can just search this off of Nadir, which is kind of cool. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is normal or special, you can send a Fallen of Albaz or one card that mentions it from your deck to the graveyard. So obviously you can start sending all of the other versions of Ecclesia to the graveyard, and then if you fuse, if you sync, if you do anything like that, you get to add them back to the hand. So that's really kind of cool. If a card or cards leaves the extra deck, you can target one form of Albaz or one monster that mentions it except itself in your graveyard and special summon it. So that's kind of cool because, I mean, we still need to confirm the definition of leaves the extra deck, but technically if the summon of a card is leaving the extra deck, that will in theory allow you to, you know, like if you quick fuse during your opponent's turn and you use, it's basically a Adlebiton, because if you were to use a Mirror Jade from the field and then summon into the Guardian Chimera, technically the Guardian Chimera has left the extra deck. So it will then allow you to target the Mirror Jade in the graveyard and bring it back. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see. And then the final card is nuts, branded Intrude. So it's a continuous trap card. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. During either player's turn, you can immediately, after this effect resolves, synchro summon using monsters you control as material, including at least one dragon monster. So it's basically a fusion trap, not a fusion trap, sorry, a synchro trap during either player's turn. And then while you control a Bystial monster, any monster sent to your opponent's graveyard because they tribute it for a ritual summon or use it as material for a fusion, synchro, or link is banished instead. So Intrude is a short piece of music designed to give a performer practice in a particular area of skill, or it can also refer to Intrude Theatre, a form of improv theatre designed to help strengthen an actor's ability to ad lib. There you go, see all of those dropped in from Despians there. So you've got the theatre, Adlebiton, you know, absolutely awesome. So again, the artwork's really, really kind of interesting and cool. You've got Aluba there with his wings sprouting. I'm not 100% sure who's in the background there. Could be Albaz. But either way, it's still really, really kind of cool. Now, obviously, it doesn't do XYZ because their materials don't go to the graveyard. They actually get used as overlay units. But it's basically a searchable macro in a matchup where they need to recycle their materials. So I still think it's really kind of cool. Maybe not a main deck, depending on what the format shapes out like, but these are 5 awesome cards. The artworks are absolutely stunning. I really, really like these. And I can't wait to see what they do when they come into the TCG. I'm hoping they're not going to be secrets, but because they follow the lore, I would highly expect the Aluba to be a higher rarity card, and definitely this one as well. Whether they're massively effective in comparison or not, but they'll just follow the same start. But the artwork, stunning, absolutely awesome artwork. And then the effects themselves are pretty decent, so it's going to be cool. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. As absolutely always, guys, stay safe, and of course, happy dueling.